Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I would like to take this opportunity to make my remarks on the supplementary estimate 2. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the committee, the chairman of the budget committee, and the team that had taken their time to burn the midnight oil. Having said that, Mr. Speaker, in any budget, there are always the gainers and the losers. Today, I am happy that education and indeed security have gotten some increase in the budget. And I want to take this opportunity to talk to the TSC, to perhaps take this opportunity to end the issues of unemployed teachers from the northeastern part of this country. There are so many teachers who are not employed, and we have been on their corridors to look to source for employment. Hopefully, they'll take this opportunity so that they can employ more teachers. On the same breath, Mr. Speaker, in every event we go to, we hear a lot of complaints about the JSS teachers that are on contract for 1 year, and the contract has come to an end. I will also want to urge the Commission to at least take their time so that they can employ in permanent and pensionable terms. I will also want to talk to the Ministry of Education to improve on the infrastructure of our schools. When we go to them, Mr. Speaker, we are told a lot about the CDF and how the CDF money is going to our counties. And yes, we get CDF, but it's not enough to improve on the infrastructure of our classes. Just a few months ago, we have had a very heavy rains from the region. And to date, the classes have demolished, and so many schools cannot be accessed because of the heavy rains we have had. Mr. Speaker, there is also increase on the security, and hopefully they will enhance security on our borders. But one thing that really makes me happy today is the police. I will take this opportunity to talk to the police, the IG and the PS and the CS in charge of police, to at least, with immediate effect, to give the police officers insurance covers. Mr. Speaker, our police officers for the past 1 year have not had insurance cover. And we have been getting a lot of calls and text messages and communication. When they go to hospitals, they cannot access any access from the facilities. I will also want them to be given allowance. There are police officers that work very far-flanked areas from where they live. So hopefully we will see some improvement on their salary and allowance, Mr. Speaker. Since we came to this August House on the 13th Parliament, we have not had any recruitment of police officers. I feel it's an opportunity for the police to be recruited on this budget, Mr. Speaker. If I may go to the decrease, Mr. Speaker, we are told there is 75 billion on the roads and on the roads from the development budget. Mr. Speaker, as you know, this country, we are not all the same. There are urban countries and there are rural countries. I want to first state that I support on the decrease of the 75 billion, but I hope it's not going to affect the counties that are in the remote areas and the counties that are not developed. If I may take an example, Mr. Speaker, the heavy rains we have just had completely shut down the connection between the northeastern and the other side of the country. So today, if you are told this budget will affect the road network of Northeastern, trust me, if we get another heavy rainfall, we'll not be able to access our counties. So I ask the chair and the committee that yes, there are some counties that are very developed, they don't need roads, but there are some counties that really need road networks to be opened up. Mr. Speaker, I want to ask our leaders to be a bit, there are some leaders who are a bit insensitive, and we need to be honest to each other, Mr. Speaker. I was actually here from morning so that I can be given a chance to say something. And you know, when a leader stands and says, oh, there are some communities who are just 11,000, 2,000, and they're given more budget than the rest, what does that give you as a leader, Mr. Speaker? It's not honest, that it's not right for a leader to speak on the minorities to be marginalized so that they are not given enough budget to come up to the terms of the rest. Mr. Speaker, some of these counties are marginalized because of historical marginalization. It's not something we wanted. What if today, Mr. Speaker, what if today Wajir was the capital city of Kenya and was more developed than Nairobi or Kiambu, where our brother comes from, Ichungwa? We will be more than happy to welcome them in Wajir, and we'll give them where to sleep and give them big plots and give them maybe perhaps more other things, Mr. Speaker. So it's very insensitive for some leaders to say some regions are taking more than they deserve. Mr. Speaker, as you know, equalization fund was once we got this constitution, we were given equalization fund. And up to date, we have not used because of these other side shows that have come, and we have been unable to access. I had someone saying today that some people in Isli sell cheap phones because they evade tax. Mr. Speaker, I want to take this opportunity to tell the country that the people in Isli are very proud people who thrive on business, people from the day they were born who have seen their parents and their grandparents doing business, and they pay tax like any other person in this country. And it's good that, Mr. Speaker, they say what is good for the goose is good for the ganders. So, Mr. Speaker, the more our brothers and sisters want here is the same thing we want. We want our regions to be developed. We want our regions to get schools, national schools. Imagine, Mr. Speaker, it's after devolution that we have been told we have a national school. It's after devolution that we have gotten a referral hospital. Sometimes our brothers should just think and see how we have been marginalized as Kenyans, as people from Northeastern and people from Northern. And I can tell you, when things get bad, we will tell them to divide this country and let us see who will get the land and who will get the people. On that remarks, Mr. Speaker, I support, and I thank God for giving